The Bulldogs. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is perfect. Woodward with the PAT. So with 3:33 to go in the first half, Smyrna goes back up by 2 scores. It's 21-7 Smyrna. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Great hands, hard to stop size, Tommy.
Well, and hard to stop it when Sonny Gray's laying that football right in there. We got to get pressure, and there's a name we haven't called much tonight. That's Carruthers, the kid who had 4 tackles for loss last week, Bob Lee.
You're exactly right. He's got to get a little more active, get more involved in his defense.
Woodward with the kick. It carries back to about the 2-yard line or at the goal line. Hastings fields it and steps back into the end zone, so that will be a touchback for the Smyrna kicker, Woodward. So Lebanon's got to go 80 to get back on the board. 21-7 Smyrna. 2 touchdown passes from Gray to Rod Wilkes. And you're going to see Rod Wilkes playing on Saturday at a college near you. We hope, because this guy can go.
It's a shame we couldn't get anything. Run out of the on the kickoff return right there. That might be a part of the ball game that we could capitalize on, but we can't even get the return. It goes in the end zone.
Salas under center. Lebanon 1st and 10 at their own 20. Looks to throw. Now he rolls right. Salas tucks it, going to take off and run, and picks up about 2. He was quick to pull that ball down. I wonder if that wasn't a design play, or at least he's looking quickly at one receiver, and if he's not open, he takes off with it. 3:12, and the clock runs as we near halftime. It will be probably an extended halftime tonight because it is homecoming here at Smyrna. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Salas in the gun. Looks left, throws, incomplete, right off the hands of the intended receiver, Robert Crudup. Had him on the slant, and he was open.
Tommy, it was right where it needed to be, too, between the 2 and the 9. It's just, I think he got, his vision was blocked at the ball coming through. You had a defensive back crossing in front of him when the ball was thrown there. But, I mean, the ball was delivered where it needed to be.
3rd down and 8 for Lebanon at their own 22. Lebanon sends 3 receivers in a trips set left. We have a man in the slot, so 4 receivers on the left side of the formation. Salas in the gun, takes the snap, gets on the corner, delivers the football, and it's complete. Crudup makes the best of that one, catches it, and vaults over a defender for 1st down yardage. Good second effort by Robert Crudup as he takes it on the sideline and vaulted one of those smallish kind of Smyrna defenders.
Well, doing a good job of creating some yardage after catch. Those what they call them yak yardage. Just that they're doing a good job of just getting it out there on the edge for him and letting him create something.
16 yards on that pass and catch. Salas to Crudup. They come quad receivers on the right. 4 receivers on the right. Salas in the gun, and Smyrna will burn their 3rd time out of the half. They did not like that formation. We'll send it back to the station for a quick 30-second break. This is Blue Devil Football on WANT Lebanon. Lebanon at their own 38, 2:21 to go in the first half. Lebanon will send 4 receivers spread wide right. Salas in the gun. Takes the snap and he rolls right. Rolling. Looking for somewhere to throw. Throws it to, is that Crudup on the comeback route? It is, and he makes that catch.
And they're not going to give it to him, Tommy. They say he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Coming back to help his quarterback. Crudup had run deep and was coming back to help Daly Salas. Incomplete on the pass.
They run the flood pattern on the right side there. It was a sprint out to the right. You had Crudup, you had Hollingsworth, you had Taz White, you had, I think there was, I don't know if Fairchild came all the way across or not, but you had a lot of people in there. It was awful congested, nobody breaking open.
Crudup, Hollingsworth, Hastings, Maynard, 4 receivers on the right. Shotgun again. Salas rolls right, rolling right. Throws it here on the near sideline to Crudup, and he steps out of bounds to stop the clock. 2:02. Well, he doesn't stop the clock. He took a knee. He had to go to a knee to catch the low ball. So the clock runs inside 2 minutes on that pass and catch. 8 yards. 3rd and 2 for Lebanon. The ball will be spotted at the Blue Devil 46. 1:35 to go in the half. Lebanon flips the formation, 4 receivers on the left. Salas in the gun. Takes the snap from Blankenship. He takes it, tucks it, runs. Is close to the stick. His helmet got pulled off. He is right at the stick, and they are calling that first down. That'll stop the clock with 1:19 to go in the first half. And Lebanon will take a timeout. Lebanon will take a timeout here. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of Lebanon. Bob Lee, they have shown some flashes offensively, being able to kind of get Smyrna outnumbered when they're in that quad set. On the left, 1 on the right. Maynard will be in the backfield. Salas goes under center. The fly route is there. Salas flushed out, flips it down the sideline to Hollingsworth, who makes an outstanding catch and steps out of bounds. Where has this young man come from? A couple of nice catches tonight for Hollingsworth, and he's isolated on the sideline. 24 yards on that pass and catch.
Good athletic play right there, going up and catching the ball, getting his hands up, fingertips straight toward the air like you're supposed to. Get your hands up, catching the ball in your hands instead of letting it come into your body.
Speaking of catching the football, hey, to Taylor Bryan, who's home tonight with a sinus infection, get well, son. I'll see you in the morning. Quad receivers on the right. 4 receivers on the right side of the formation. Salas goes into the shotgun. Quickly looks to throw. Steps up. He's going to run. And he's brought down. 1 minute to go in the period, and Lebanon will burn a timeout. 58.2 seconds to go. Lebanon takes the timeout as Salas rushes the ball down to the Smyrna 24. Let's take a quick 30-second break. 30 seconds. We'll be back. Lebanon trails Smyrna 21-7, but the Blue Devils are driving. We'll be back in 30.
Fans, we'd like to thank Smyrna Ready Mix, our scoreboard.
They have moved the ball via the pass. Smyrna dropping a lot of people deep, and Lebanon going underneath on some of these routes. 3 receivers left, 1 on the right side. That's Crudup. Salas in the gun, and Maynard is back there with him. Takes the snap, tucks it, and runs straight ahead, and he gets nothing. He gets nothing. Salas tucked it immediately, took off running with it. Taz White flanked wide left. Hollingsworth in the slot left. Hastings inside receiver, and now they go Maynard in the inside slot. 4 receivers left. Salas flushed out of the pocket, and he fumbles. Ball's on the ground.
Blankenship got it.
And Lebanon center, Blankenship comes up with a football. Johnny on the spot to recover. 19-18. And 18 seconds, they will take the timeout. Lebanon will burn a timeout. That play did not look good from the get-go. Lebanon trying to roll the quarterback to the left.
Tommy. To slow down to turn your hips, and that's why they catch him.
4 receivers on the right. Salas in the gun. 18.4 seconds to go in the half. Daly drops to throw. Looks right, throws deep over the middle. Oh, we had 2 receivers in the same area, and it's knocked away. Crudup tries to get a hand on it. Hastings was curling up at around the 10-yard line. Crudup was coming on a crossing route, thought he had a shot at it, got a hand on it, and I don't know know if you need to have, or if you're supposed to have, two receivers that close together, Bob. Maybe a bad route by somebody?
Somebody cut one off, I guess. They cut a route off instead of, they must have done a post when they should have done a flag. I don't know. But you had two in the middle there. It looked like Hastings just waiting to catch it, and Crudup comes across the middle. Of course, it looked like it was meant for him, too.
Hastings had kind of settled down, waiting for the curl route, but it's incomplete. Smyrna will go in the victory formation and take a knee here to end the first half, and that's going to do it for the first half. 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it. Smyrna goes to the locker room at halftime, leading 21-7 over the Blue Devils. We've got 24 minutes of football left to be played. 2-minute break, 2 minutes, and we'll be back with more after telling you the halftime. Woodward, soccer-style right-footed kicker, will kick off to start this second half. Hastings deep to return. He stands at the goal line, flanked by a Maynard, Matthew, and Jacob on either wing. 21-7, Smyrna leads Lebanon as we're ready for the final 2 quarters of this one tonight. Next week, Lebanon hosts Cookeville. Woodward's kick, line drive, picked up by one of the up men. Spins, twists, came out of a pile, and is belted down on the return.
DeMarcus McLean, the sophomore.
And DeMarcus, he got a dose from a couple of those Smyrna guys. 7 yards on the return, almost like a hidden ball play. He got up in the middle of that scrum and spun around, and he gave a couple of those guys a shot at him. But
he wasn't going to drop the ball, though, was he? He had both corners tucked.
He had about 3 hands on that football as he came out around the corner. So Lebanon's going to put it in play, 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 24. Hollingsworth, split receiver on the left, Crudup on the right. Split backs in the backfield. Salas is your quarterback. Hastings and Maynard are the backs. Give it to Maynard, tries the right side, and he vaults inside, picks up 6 or 7 yards out near the first down. They tackled him high and spun him around, and he maybe picked up an extra yard before that. He is right at the stick. They're calling that a first down.
Wilkes coming up and making the hit to make the tackle for Smyrna, but Maynard doing a good job of sticking it up in there, getting 10 hard-fought yards. He knows how to tote the rock, Tommy.
Working behind that offensive line, Tyler Walker is in there at guard. Blankenship is at center, and it looks like Dylan Miles is in there at right guard. Mofield at tackle. The handoff comes to Hastings out of split backs. He gets a crease up the middle. They try to pull the ball away from him. They cannot do it, and Lebanon picks up another first down. I wonder what kind of conversation Bobby Brown had with the offensive line at halftime, because we've reeled off a 13-yard run there by Hastings.
You reckon he had a Sunday go-to meeting?
He brought it up that he didn't think the offensive line was performing up to standard, and on 2 consecutive plays, they blew some creases in that Smyrna front. Lebanon breaks the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 47. Split backs, split receivers, left and right, tight end on the left. Salas under center, gives to Maynard as he tries the right side and picks up a healthy 2.5, 3 yards.
Maynard taking it off tackle on the right side there, Tommy, diving forward. Somebody dove for his feet right there, and he jumps over the tackler and dives forward for 2.5, 3 yards. Good run.
Ball right at the 50-yard line. Smyrna in a 4-man front. Now it's a 5-man front as they walk a linebacker up. Split backs in the backfield. Salas back to pass. He's got Hollingsworth on the far side. No, that's Crutchfield. That is Crudup. First down on a little out route. Crudup makes the catch, eludes a tackler. 14 yards on that passing catch, and that keeps the sticks moving.
Mixing it up. Running the ball off tackle, up the middle, off tackle, up the middle. Swing the pass to the outside. You got to keep the